Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams at the committee ranked basic and even, but one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle, and he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. It's a run to the left. Great cut. They whiff on him. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Powers through. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Here's the toss play now, running left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. He's brought down, a sack for the defense, coming up big on this fourth down play.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting him off.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
Important second down play coming up. Handing off on the draw play. And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Coming up, fourth down.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Play action fake, looking to throw. This time it's complete. Tackle, but first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Volunteers have 1st and 10 here. offense with some pre-snap motion. Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. That now goes in motion. The defense will have to adjust. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Vols are going to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And now the running back's got it again. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Volunteers line it up with first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Tennessee 7, LSU 0.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, LSU 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Tailback with another carry. Trucks through the defender. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. Handoff heading left. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The balls will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Tennessee Tennessee 21, LSU 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He's now 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. This time, a completion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to get the second half going. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Ball carrier tackled there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to throw it deep. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. All the way back to claim the lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, great throw and a first down for business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Volunteers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Second down after that previous play. They go with a direct snap. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
On the set.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. He makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, LSU. Fought all the way back to take the lead.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They punch launching into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Grab behind the line. It's Hoffman. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff to the back. A change of direction. Physical run earns the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Complete to the tight end. He runs out of bounds at the 39. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 35, Tennessee 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 26. That's a first down for the offense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a handoff.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It is incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. The defense make adjustments. Juked one tackler and picks up first-down yardage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss. Catch, the defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's the 2nd down play.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Handoff to the back. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. Running game has been smothered. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The pass rush closing in. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Well, the screen doesn't produce a 1st down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
And the defense is getting pressure on.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll test the right side here. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. And there's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 7th play of the drive coming up. And now the running back's got it again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's found some room at the 45.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The punt team making their way on the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And this is an ugly shank. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.